So a lot of you have been asking me, hey, Mr. 4K upscaler, like for Samsung Q8FN, what would be like your top-notch movie picture settings preference? I've been asked this question, like some people are not happy with their calibrations, they're not happy with other people's calibrations, and they want to ask me sometimes, they would ask me, hey, so what would you recommend? What would I recommend for QLED? Well, you have to remember something. This is the important part right here. I want you guys to listen. When it comes to picture settings and calibrations, it depends on what are you calibrating. What purpose? Are you calibrating for the movies? Are you calibrating for the games? Are you calibrating for all of the above standard purposes of watching your daily programs? You got to ask yourself, what is it that I'm mainly watching this TV for? Is it for the movies, for the sports, for all of the above? Right now on this video, I'm going to show you what I always use for my movies. This is my movie custom picture settings that I have always used. And I'm using one movie here for that example, Sicario, the first Sicario, not the second one, the first one. And I will show you these settings right now. First thing first, it doesn't matter really which preset do you use. I just use a standard preset so that way I can remember where my own custom picture movie settings are. Okay, and that's why I use my own standard presets. So you can go through any preset that you memorize. This is the one I memorize. First thing first, backlit and contrast. For the HDR, remember, we're doing a movie picture settings for the HDR. Backlit and contrast always has to be set to maximum. Brightness has to be kept in middle. It always has to be like this. Remember this. You gotta always keep it like this to truly appreciate what the HDR can do. Backlit maximum, contrast maximum, brightness in the middle 50. Next step, sharpness. Listen guys, you already have 4K UHD Blu-ray player. You already have a really good HDMI cable. You already have a really good 4K TV. And on top of that, you already have a 8.3 million pixel resolution. Therefore, you got the detail. There's no reason for you to move that digital outline sharpness. Okay, just keep it at 0. Trust me, keep it at 0. You're not losing any detail when you keep it at 0. You're keeping the detail of the pixels when you keep it at 0. What's the next step? Color. Listen, this TV, it's already super rich with color. Okay, 98.7% DCI-P3 measurement of color space. You already have the best possible color space on this TV. So what do we want to try to avoid? Oversaturation. How do you avoid oversaturation? Simple. Keep that color at 23, middle. Keep it in the middle at 23. And that's how you avoid oversaturation. What's the next step? Digital clean view, you always leave this on automatic. This will not take any effect on 4K movies or any other 4K content you're watching. This only takes the effect if the TV detects that you're watching a digital scrambled signal. So just leave it on automatic. Guys, AutoMotion Plus, turn this off. Even Tom Cruise told you to turn it off. If you truly want to appreciate what the movie, what the filmmaker intended you to see, okay, you got to turn it off. Local dimming, of course. You want to have the best possible contrast ratio, the best possible black levels. black digital levels and white digital levels. This is it. This is how you achieve that contrast ratio between the black digital levels and white digital levels. Keep the local dimming at high at all times. Contrast enhancer will also benefit on that contrast ratio between black levels and white digital levels. Keep it at high. Color tone, warm 2. People are going to say, why warm 2? Because that's what majority of movies look like when you go see them in a cinema. They don't look cold, they don't look blue, they have that cinematic warm tone of color. Remember, you're watching a film, you want to have that film experience. Keep it at warm 2. And the last but not least, leave the gamma alone. That's my new phrase, leave the gamma alone. Color space, you guys know how I feel about the color space. Keep it at native, okay? You want to take the advantage of the color space, well, this is it for your HDR. Keep it at native. Guys, try these settings. Make sure you have this TV. You can thank me later. This is the best that you're gonna get for the movies. Let me give you some more examples here really quick. So if you want to have this type of a clarity, this type of a movie clarity, when you're watching a movie and everything looks balanced, everything looks equal. What I just did here basically in 10 minutes, in less than 10 minutes, actually less than 5 minutes, I saved you $400, $600, you hiring a professional calibrator, and I guarantee you, I'll take anybody's challenge. All of these professional calibrators, I'll take your challenge. I'll have, in less than 5 minutes, the same results as you with your equipment. Yeah, pretty much. What you're seeing here, it's pretty much the same exact results you would get as if you were to get a professional calibrator. So make sure you write these settings down. Remember, I do these videos not for me. Guys, I know how to make my stuff look good. I do this for you. I'm trying to help you guys out. I'm even recording this in the highest possible bitrate in 4K, so you guys can at least have some idea as to what I'm talking about. So go ahead and use these settings. Make sure you rewind this video, write everything step by step, and try it out. But you gotta have this TV, okay? Let me say something very quickly. Do not ask me on the comment sections, can I use this with a KS8000? Can I use this with TCL? Can I use this with Sony? No. This is only intended for Q8FN or Q9FN, these two TVs. So remember that. Every panel, every TV is different. This is only for Q8FN for Samsung or Q9FN. So remember, you got to have Q8FN or Q9FN. But I would prefer that you have Q8FN to do this, because this is really intended for people who have Q8FN. So there you have it. By the way, this is a fantastic movie. I liked the second one as well, but this first one, it's really good. This Canadian director from Montreal, Denis, you guys got to watch out for him, man. He's going to go places. I think this is going to be a next Ridley Scott, I think. The way he's shooting his movies, I really like it. And there you have it, guys. By the way, this is another reference demo 4K UHD Blu-ray movie. If you want to pick this up, go ahead, pick this up. The first Sicario looks great. The second one's good as well, but this one really shines in 4K and HDR. Well, there you have it, guys. Make sure you use these settings. Happy holidays. Cheers. Take care. Be safe. Take care.